Today, with volunteers, we arrived in Soledar, where hostilities are constantly taking place. The Russians are trying to capture the settlement, but they are not succeeding. Street fighting is heard on the outskirts. We see craters from explosions, and for so long, not a single surviving house remained in Soledar.
This is how the usual morning of every inhabitant of Soledar begins. There has been no centralized water supply in the city for more than 6 months. People are forced to collect technical water from wells, in egg plants, standing in line under shelling. Drinking this water is dangerous for health, but there is no other here. We need to boil it, otherwise diarrhea if you drink it raw.
Are you collecting for yourself and your neighbors?
For everyone, for all entrances. Soledar is located 18 kilometers from Bakhmut. The Russians are trying to achieve at least some success in this sector of the front line, and therefore they want to raise the settlement to the ground.
Before the full-scale invasion, Soledar was famous for its salt mines. This is one of the mines, or rather what is left of it.
In the once 11,000 city, just over 1,000 people are left to live in basements and shelters. By the new year, the residents tried to create a festive mood for themselves in shelters. They hung garlands and balloons.
Marina, how long have we been here? Since May? We came already when they had already broken the house. Been here for over 2 months now. We still feed dogs, cats, feed anyway. There is a household, so we still run home.
And how many of you are here?
14.
And the children?
2 are here, and in the basement, 1 child lives there.
There is no light, gas, water for half a year, right?
Hasn't been since April, even more probably. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December have been gone for 8 months.
Are you going to evacuate with children?
Now, we are waiting. Maybe Santa Claus will give us a gift in winter. We would like everything to be fine.
In almost every basement there are children who dream of sweets and fruit. With every explosion near the house, they flinch and clinch to their parents. People do not leave the city because they do not want to leave their native land and believe that the war will end sooner or later with the victory of Ukraine. Near one of the houses, we meet a walking 3-year-old kid, Kostya, along with his grandmother and mother. We ask adults how the boy reacts to shelling.
He covers his ears when they shoot hard, and that's it. What is the need? Torches, batteries, water, it is most important.
Some people remain living in apartments despite the shelling. They say it's damp in the basements. Olha leads us into one of the entrances. We go up to the 2nd floor and see a potbelly stove installed in the apartment, with a chimney leading through the wall. The unpretentious design was made by the woman's husband. Their daughter, 30-year-old Elena, also lives here.
Right now I'm already cooking for cats, and then I mix it. We are warm, we are good, and I try for cats. I used to cook in the evening, but now it's cold, so that is at least a little hot. I cook in the morning, and this is Nyasha. They will never get along with Marusia. How do you prepare firewood? This is how we harvest. You see everywhere, all over the entrance, firewood. But I understand that it is not easy. Yeah, it's not easy, but we don't go to work and leave. I can't leave, and that's all. Well, this is my home. This is the neighbor's apartment. They didn't have time to fix it, and we asked because Alina has a repair there. Our 4th floor is scary. We got a little cozy here, nailed it from the floor to the wall, and now we're like this.
On the eve of the new year, volunteers brought 150 boxes of humanitarian aid, several hundred loaves of bread, candles and matches, as well as animal food to Soledar for local residents. We brought humanitarian aid. It includes food packages, medicines for animals, food for animals, water and bread, potatoes, candles, matches, and a lot of good things. We give gifts to children.
Has there been a lot of shooting? Strongly. Constantly in basements? Well, we go out to prepare firewood. Firewood, water. When it's somehow quieter, we run out because we need to somehow survive. Is there anywhere to get bread here? No, they don't deliver to us. Well, one works there, but it's a bit far to go to the store. But since we don't want to eat crackers, we run there. It's scary, but we're running. Thank you for all.
Due to increased Russian shelling, we are forced to leave the city, and the volunteers are again sent to Dnipro to collect another batch of humanitarian aid and have time to take it to the deoccupied settlements of the Luhansk region. Reported by Pavel Stelmach, Anastasiia Volkova, UATV News.